Welcome to Six Figs, everyone. Woo-hoo-hoo! I am fired up today to talk to you about CKB and Nervos Network. That's right. We're going to just dive right into it because there is something big really kind of hiding behind this corner of 5 months. And that's the CKB halving, folks. Now, this is going to be epic because it's the first CKB halving, and it's a big deal. I'm a CKB miner, and I understand that, yes, you know, the amount of CKB I mine will be cut in half. It's for the greater good. This is a milestone in the history of Nervos Network CKB. So, big shout out to Dober Nervos Nation. Follow him on Twitter at Dober Squad. He's always bringing the heat. So on to the next and best thing. Nervos Network dropped an absolute stunner like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Save the date. Get ready for an insightful Reddit AMA with the wizard himself, Jan Z, at Busy Forking from Cryptape on June 21st, 9 a.m. I have had the pleasure to meet Jan in the past. Very intelligent, bright gentleman. So this is going to be a great AMA over on the Nervos Network subreddit. You guys got to check it out. I will throw a link to this as well so people can visit there. There is a new meme coin that is kind of getting ready to launch. It's in the airdrop phase, I believe, over the next day. Full disclosure, I have not received any pennies, any dollars. I have not received any compensation to tell you about this, but they did reach out to me via messaging and asked if I could just mention it. So it's up to you to do your own research on if you want to participate with this coin. But they have a Twitter handle, TransEnu, and it looks like TransEnu is going to be a meme coin that is on Nervos Network. They've got an interesting website, 250 trillion supply. Looks like June 15th is when this thing's getting ready to airdrop. So if you guys want more information about this, you can visit their Twitter handle. CK Bull Wallet has done something crazy. They can now allow people to create dApps at council.ckbull.app with our Singer app and participate in CKB's growth. Now, I haven't gone ahead and really dove into this at a super high level, but it's there. I mean, you can register your app and you'll get the API key and secret to connect. So, I mean, if you want to connect your app to the CK Bull wallet, like, that's kind of a big deal, right? BitBoy Crypto, he got his account hacked the other day. That's pretty scary stuff. But Warren Davidson, has basically went ahead alongside Tom Emmer, and they have created, or I should say Warren has created the Sex Stabilization Act, folks. Now, let's just talk about this for a second, because right now, you know, there is this very power-hungry SEC commissioner or SEC chair that rules with an iron fist, is a dictator. He's just is what it is, right? And when we start to look at these types of positions where there is a single head or a single entity that is responsible for the law of the land, that is where corruption can creep in at a super high level. And it's very easy for that corruption to sink in there. But the new structure that Warren Davidson is proposing is to have 3, I'm assuming, Republican commissioners, 3 Democratic commissioners, and then an executive director. And these commissioners could all agree or not to agree on certain proposals, and perhaps the executive director, well, they might be that 7th person that could sway things either way. But you know, I would like to see a structure like this off to the right, because this is a lot more accountability. Gensler, spent a lot of time on Wall Street for Goldman Sachs, right? Oh, don't think that there's any chance of corruption there. Also, folks, you guys got to check out Nervos Nation, folks. They are the life and the blood of the Nervos Network CKB community. Follow them on Twitter, and they've also got a wonderful Telegram channel, which you guys need to join. Just join. Stop in and say hi. If you've got questions, this is where like all the alphas hang out, and they'll be able to assist you with any questions you've got about Nervos Network. Folks, now let's just look at CKB Nervos Network. We are up 0.3% on the day, down 17% on the week, up 12% on the month. Great to see that, right? Now, let's look at the charts. So when I apologize, folks, because I haven't gotten the chance to sit down and do a CKB video in like a week and a half. I've just been like insanely crazy busy. There's just nothing I could do. But the last time we were kind of dealing with CKB, we were kind of discussing this possibility of maybe that there was a falling wedge or something like that happening. Unfortunately, we had all this issue with Gary Gensler and Coinbase and the whole 9 yards, and it really stripped us hard. I mean, it stripped us down to our bare cheeks hard. I know somebody that got liquidated too. So it wasn't me, but I will say this, there could be some sort of ascending triangle that could be happening. I mean, realistically, we're seeing these lows kind of get higher, but we're seeing these lows kind of stabilize too. So we're seeing the highs really, maintaining their highs. The lows are kind of maintaining their lows. So, I mean, this could be some sort of bear flag. We just got to watch out. Let's just look at the weekly chart. Now, months and months ago, you guys could probably go back and find old videos where I was telling you back in March and April that if we couldn't get through this part of the Ichimoku cloud, price was going to have to bounce underneath this part of the Ichimoku cloud. So I'm hoping that price action now targets this area here to pass through. On the weekly charts, this would be absolutely huge, because when we start to see price action really move, it's usually when the price or the candles get above these Ichimoku clouds on higher time frame charts like the weekly or the daily. But I am still thinking, folks, and I have been preaching this little proposal forever, it seems like, and it's taken its sweet time to kind of play out. So I'm hoping that we still see some sort of inverse head and shoulders when it comes to a long-term position on what we're looking at. And I'm hoping that we can kind of see maybe price level off. Maybe what I'd like to see is for price to kind of level off. In between this 0.0069 and maybe this 0.008 cent level, maybe form some sort of wicked bullish pattern in there. But let's clear the charts. Let's look at the daily, see what's going on. Okay. So when I look at this, folks, on the daily chart, my first reaction to this is that price is too far from this Ichimoku cloud. Really, I do think that it is. Now, we did have this nasty death cross that occurred. Price has played its game and went to the downside. So I'm hoping that we see CKB kind of form this symmetrical triangle maybe within the next day or two. And I'm hoping that we see price start to reverse and maybe come on up and test right around this 0.0032 ish level. Let's throw up a little Fibonacci extension. And, if price starts ripping to the upside, 0.003289 is where I think I'd want to be. Hopefully we can get there, quicker than like July, August. But I mean, on all these charts that I've been kind of looking at, it seems like the fall is going to be somewhat bullish, possibly. just with the way things are setting up. Again, here is another example. Oops, I just deleted my clouds. I can't live without them, folks. I can't live without the cloud. You know, again, man, price is just, I mean, it's just far from the Ichimoku cloud. So technically, this is a bear flag. Technically, this is something that I'd be kind of, you know, looking at. But like I said, we're kind of far away from this 50 moving average as well. So I'm hoping that we just get a little break and can swing up to that at least 0.003 ish level. So, I mean, man, when it comes down to it, let's just check out this 4-hour level chart. Yeah, I'm hoping for a retest of around that 0.0032-ish level. I will stay in touch with CKB, and I think what we'll do is we'll crank out another video on Friday. We'll see how the next few days play out with CKB, and really, you know, it's going to be interesting. Who knows what's going to happen with the markets right now. But I love you all. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Want a chance to win 50 ICP? That is right, folks. Join the trade tank. Join the trade tank. There is no participation. There is no purchase necessary. All you got to do is join by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. And the trade tank is a community, folks, dedicated to trading the markets. Doesn't matter if it's Forex. Doesn't matter if it's futures. Doesn't matter, folks, if it's options or crypto trading. We want you in the trade tank. And if you don't have an internet identity, because the trade tank is built upon Definity's internet computer, you could go ahead and create one, and that will allow you to seamlessly navigate through the ICP ecosystem. You might as well check it out while you're there. So, trade tank, folks, that's where you want to be. All you got to do is enter for a chance to win the grand prize of 50 ICP, which we will be giving away once the trade tank hits 500 members. So, I love you all. We'll see you in the trade tank.